What is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto live stream. And today, the reason I'm going live instead of a video is because one of our coins, our gems that we talked about on the channel, just launched about 2 hours ago, and one of the coins which we've been talking about on the channel is launching in about 12 minutes. And so I kind of want to see that happen live, hopefully with you guys. And it's about to get really interesting, I guess, because we've already called it a couple of other coins that are going to be launching over the month of November. And I'm so ecstatic to see how those are going to pan out. Because even though it is not that easy to get these coins, and for some you definitely need capital, it is an opportunity for some people to at least make some gains. And I'm really excited to see how this all goes. At the end of the day, guys, I mean no harm in any of this stuff, nor do I mean to brag with any of the gains. All we're doing is hopefully giving some people a cool opportunity and enjoying all the gains together, because at the end of the day, it's crypto and all is kind of, I guess all is kind of fun or something like that. And by the way, guys, later today, we definitely have a couple of crypto news videos. I have some XRP news coming, which I think is really interesting. We have a lot of ADA news today because there's a couple of things which came out about them, which is pretty damn big. So if you want some crypto news updates, guys, stay tuned for the channel as there's a couple of cool things coming out. And today, what an interesting day in terms of prices as well. Algorand pumping, Crypto.com pumping. Mana Decentraland, are one of our favorite cryptos, has almost doubled since the last time that we bought this crypto, which is pretty damn nice. Things are doing well. Algorand, which we've been excited about on the channel, doing well. Sandbox, obviously, this coin has doubled since we talked about it a couple of weeks ago, guys. Once more, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I keep calling out coins that I think will do well, and guys, we don't miss here. On this channel lately, we don't miss. We really don't miss. It's been going juicy, guys. It's been going juicy. Whew, metaverse. I'm so excited about that, man. All right, so one of the coins that's launching in just a little bit is the one over on Bybit called Gene. And so how you got this, by the way, is you had to stake BNB, and it basically got yourself a proportional amount of Gene, depending on how much BIT you staked. And the quote-unquote problem, as you can see here, is that there were 43,000 people who attempted to join. And since it's such a small amount of supply that they're going to start out with, it's going to start in 8 minutes, the average allocation was only 6 Gene. This is, by the way, you can buy this for a price of 80 cents per piece, so it's not going to take all your BIT that you stake, by the way. But the problem is, as I said before, that there are so many people now who wanted to join this one in comparison to the previous sale. Let's quickly check that out as well. Check this out if we can. In comparison to the previous sales, how many people extra have we got now? We got about a 30% additional amount of people, but I also believe that right now, yeah, the amount of BIT staked is not that severely crazier. I guess it's relatively less because we got a huge amount of increase in people. And I think over the next couple of launches, there's only going to be more and more and more and more. And Dutch Carl says, I put in $800, you got 0.6 Geno. So once more, guys, what you put in is use staking to basically show support for the platform. You don't pay that, so to speak, to get it, if you get my drift. You only have to stake that. And then once more, guys, only have a limited amount of these coins. And so you get proportional to the entire pool. The pool here was about 90 million BIT. There were 43,000 people coming along. And so the average at the end of the day, 250,000 divided by 43,000 is about 5 or 6 Gene. Is that really juicy? Debatable, right? In this case here specifically, money makes money. I can't really make it better for you all. I'm just showing you opportunities that I am hopping on. And this one I'm pretty excited about, as at the end of the day, this is basically a really easy method for some early access, which didn't take, so to speak, huge amount of lockups for any coins. It's just the more coins you want, the more you had to lock up, which is unfortunate. I'm definitely gonna agree with you guys on that one right there. So what is the price prediction that you guys guess? How high do you guys think it will go? Because I'm seeing a $30. Since says $30. What do you guys think it will go to? And so, by the way, guys, it's not the only coin which we'll call on the channel. There's a ton of different cryptos that we're going to be talking about that are going to most likely do way better than Gene. As I am personally thinking Gene going to be like a 30xer, maybe 40x. Dexport, the previous one I told you guys about that I said I'm not that excited, but I do buy in. That coin has gone from, let us quickly see. The Dexport coin has gone from 0.0225 to right around 41 cents, right now about 38. So that one has gone times 20 or so-ish. So this is pretty juicy, not too amazing, but still a pretty good launch. As I looked, and the price apparently did some really crazy shenanigans at the start here, guys. It showed that the price even went to about $8 or so in the first couple of minutes here, which is really exciting, or interesting, I guess. I'm not sure if this was because of one of the exchange listings that they had or something like that, because I saw here, maybe it's because of this one that it pulled through like that. I'm not exactly sure, but on PancakeSwap here, at least, the price was eventually just averaging out at about 52 cents, and then it came down from there piece by piece. Right now, leveling out at about 42 cents, 38 cents, something along that line. So about a 20x, which once more, guys, is not 20%. It is $1 turning into $20. So, some people are asking, can we scoop up? Do you think the small amount will boost the price at launch of Gene? Usually it does, JC. So a small starting price, so to speak, makes the coin perform better, so to speak, over the first couple of minutes in the launch. They literally have it partially for that perspective. You know, a lower amount to start off with makes people more adamant to get the coins early and want to have the coins because they didn't get them via the sale. So let me rephrase that. If you can't get it before the sale, you want to get it as early as possible, right? That's the mindset of a lot of people. And so the fact that it was so small at the get-go makes a lot of people want to buy it as soon as it launches. And once more, guys, I think most people that use Bybit, of which, by the way, right now there's a crazy deal going on, a crazy giveaway sort of, where you can actually get yourself up to, I think, $1 million in terms of prices. And all you have to do is just trade once for $10. You don't have to pay them. You just trade once and you press this little ape in button. So once more, use the link down below for the bonuses. I always recommend that. Let me quickly see where the link is right here. Make sure you use this link for the bonuses. It's down below all the time. And then go to the top section. And on the top, it'll somewhere say 1 million giveaway. Press that button and then press the ape in. And then all you have to do is like make one trade for $10 and I think you're registered. So it's definitely worth it to try that out as well. But I digress. So once more, they have a very small amount. And that will most likely make the price do better. But we cannot really say for certain, but that's kind of what logic would say. And by the way, guys, make sure you press that like button. Yes, it will be launched on Bybit just now. We have about 3 or so more minutes. And I believe there's going to be a little spot to press trade now. But let's quickly see here. The new spot, Gene to USDT pair, will be live at about 12 UTC if liquidity conditions are met. I think it will be. Let me type in to the side here on Bybit. I'm going to try and get the pair right here. Okay, it's going to be a USDT pair. So we're going to type in Gene USDT. There. Okay, so it's not working just quite yet, but I am typing in here basically Gene to USDT, and we'll just press enter the moment that it hits the time. So I've put it into the bar at the top. So we can instantly press enter once it goes live. As I'm assuming it's just going to be Gene USDT. You guys can see, but I filled it in over in the link bar, so to speak. Okay. Let's see some predictions in the chat box. And I noticed there's not that many people watching. I think it's because this is a launch that wasn't really... I didn't hype it up too much, mostly because I'm not really too sure. It's not like one of my 100x gems. I'm just hoping it's going to do like a times 30, times 40 or something like that. But we'll see. There's a lot of people here. A lot of people like the Gene. A lot of people like the idea. I'm not even sure exactly what they do anymore nowadays. Your NFC spirit animal. Geno pads. They have a really cool background and stuff like that too. Mike says 100x. Really? You think so? It could be. I mean, it literally could be. But that is really insane though. Because if it does hit that, it's most likely going to fall back down rather quickly. Master Chief has only got one Gene. Next one. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's almost sort of free, right? I guess the gains. Maybe it's going to be a couple of tens of dollars. Still some free dinner, you know. The way I sometimes see it as well. It sounds like Pokemon. Maybe? Let me quickly put it on the side here. Let's quickly see. Genopets. Let me quickly see the website to see what it is actually all about. Genopets.me. The world's first move to earn NFT game. Powered by Solana. So that's pretty nice. Role-playing game? Genopets is the first move to earn MMORPG that rewards you for exercising your mind and body. Transform your real-life movement into what? Into Kai tokens to use in battle. Craft valuable items and upgrade your Genopet style and performance. Okay, I like that. That sounds pretty cool, to be honest with you. I'm sure people are going to find some ways to bot that, but the idea is pretty cool. We got about a minute left. Genopet is the first move to... Okay. Let's see here. Battle Arena. Enter the Battle Arena to compete in fast-paced minigames, sharper reaction time, memory, and overall cognition to become the next arena champion. Okay, that does not sound like anything for me. Play for keeps and reap items and move sets from defeated opponents. But guys, I keep explaining to people why Metaverse is so important. Man, please just understand that Metaverse is the next big thing. So any crypto that's involved with that has a really huge potential. I told you guys all yesterday, Sand is a freaking beast right now. I have a really cool event coming up the 29th. There's just appeal and there's just demand for it. It's logical. So people who are kind of hesitating or staying back, I'm not exactly sure why. Metaverse is one of the easiest ways to get really, really juicy with crypto right now. And Will, you don't have to be excited about it for me, man. I'm not the ambassador for this project. I'm just looking at it. I'm just looking at it as well. Okay, we got 10 seconds. Let's see. So our starting price is 80 cents. Let's see what it's going to do. I'm not sure exactly what's going to show me a button. Nope. Okay, let's launch this pair then. See if we can launch it instantly. No, we cannot. Ooh, how can we get there then? Let me refresh. Let's refresh this one and then check here for Gene. Huh. No records found. Yet. Maybe liquidity conditions are not met. Maybe it takes some time to put in. Because it's 12. Am I stupid? It's 12 UTC, right? Yeah, it says here we are in that phase right now. It's been completed. Let's keep refreshing this one. Maybe it takes a minute to come in. Ooh. They're keeping the edge on, okay? They're keeping the edge on. Where is it releasing? Bybit. Let's see. No link to it just quite yet. We can check the previous one to see how this one looks. Maybe there's like a button to say trade now. Let's quickly see. Is there a button to say, that says trade now? No, there isn't. So how do we... I'm just refreshing the spot pairs over on Bybit, but it doesn't see... We can't see it just quite yet. I would, however, find it quite logical if it were to be, you know, liquid enough, basically, to get there. Maybe it takes a minute to settle in. Let me quickly see as well if we can put in Gene here at the top once more. Maybe find it to that minute. Oh yeah, I found it. I just typed in Gene into the bar right there. I'm wondering if you can hypothetically speak and buy. The first sell orders and buy orders are up, guys. Woo! People are trying to buy. Somebody's trying to buy 10,000 for $10. Or this is just the market setting itself. No, maybe this is actually just the exchange setting itself some barriers. Not too sure to provide liquidity here. Because I'm seeing an order for $10 here and a sell order for $50. But it could also be... No, it cannot be people. This must be the exchange. Or it's an aggregate of people. Because I'm thinking you can only get a maximum of 500. You cannot put these sell orders in yourself. Maybe these are walls for the exchange to put in to basically provide some liquidity here. As we found the pair by typing it in early. That's pretty funny. That's pretty juicy. Let us see it get built. I've never seen it like this before. Happy says, nowhere, but it announced to be FTX. Let me see if it's an FTX. I've never used FTX before. Is this the same Gene? Oh. Over on FTX, it's not right now $20. It went to $24. Let's see how it goes over on Bybit. $25. Let's see how this goes. Interesting. Let me go here. Press the 1 minute chart. Very interesting. Very interesting on FTX. But it is still not working. Let's refresh it once. It's still being set in place. Very peculiar. $21, $23, $24. Really interesting, this one, guys. Really interesting. Why does it not load? Or why is it not in there? Could it be liquidity issues? I haven't the faintest of clues, to be honest with you. I just know here it's going pretty well. Almost at $30 right now. And by the way, guys, sometimes in these first minutes it goes to levels which it will never achieve again. So be a little bit cautious with that. But still, you know, if you theoretically speaking, right, sell all your coins right now. You still got, you know, yourself, let's say if you bought it for 80 cents a pop, right, which is basically free, I'm going to call it. Still got yourself, you know, $30 per coin for free. $35. So still pretty juicy, you know. Still a pretty juicy opportunity. And we've gone times 50. Yeah. So it's I guess even a lot better than I could have anticipated. I can't see it on Bybit either, guys. I'm trying to refresh, but the sell orders got taken out now. So I think they're just building right now a little logbook, so to speak. As you can see, they're adjusting these things with the prices and whatnot for the liquidity, I think. But here's just going on. Okay, so the maximum hit now has been about $39. Right now back at 30, so people are taking profits. Let us see. Let us see. And no, guys, as I said before, I cannot find it on Spot either. It is there, but I don't think you can find it like this. I just changed the URL to be bybit.com/n dash, or no, what's it called? I don't know, a little -US, I don't know the English name, /trade/spot/gene/USDT. That's what I typed in. We hacked the system. You see, guys, we got the pair before it's even there. And that's why I think it's kind of bugging out a little bit. But they do have it on there. Okay? So a little dip back to $24. I like watching this type of stuff, guys. Even one freaking Geno was pretty nice, you know? It's pretty juicy stuff. It's just free money. You see, guys, this is why the Dusty we see here is going to keep performing. We got the juicy coins. We got the juicy coins on the channel. Make sure you subscribe if you want more of these calls. We have so many that are coming out over the next month, guys. November is about to get freaking disgustingly crazy. I've already told it to y'all. Right now, we got another one. This one, again, is a little bit difficult in the sense that it took, you know, it basically was really the more money you got, the more money you're going to get. However, every single BIT that you bought basically paid for themselves right now, didn't it? Kind of. Now, I'm not saying you should sell everything now. I'm not saying you should buy more. We're just watching this as a... What is this supposed to mean? I think this is just the market being set in. No, because now there's official orders. Now the numbers are out there. I think we're moving now, guys. I think we're moving. We're schmoving. Because people are putting in 21 and whatnot. It could be that we're moving into the right direction now. Huh. Where FTX is coming back down from about $40 all the way to 27 now. Synth says, I tried that, it goes back to Bitcoin. What I did is you go to the standard spot pair here because you need a different link. You should have exactly the one that I told you. Bybit.com/n-US. Dash is like the little minus sign. /trade/spot/gene/USDT. If you have any different thing than that, if there's no slash between the G and the USDT, and you have a one where it says USDT/gene/USDT, it'll not work. It's this one. There's two links for spot pairs. Back to $25. Ooh. So it's about a 50xer, right? Maybe that's because that's why it went back down from there. People took profit at 50x exactly. And now it's coming back down to about 23. Interesting. Link in chat. Oh yeah, I can do that. I'm stupid me. There we go. I think that should work. However, once more, it's not like we can actually see more stuff. Because we can see the sell order for 26 being put in. It's not really filling itself up, though. I'm wondering why liquidity is not... Maybe because they didn't show up the pair to make sure that it... How could it not be liquid enough, if you guys get my drift? How can it work on FTX? This is a really sad launch, guys. This is a really sad... What happened, Bybit? What is going on? What did you guys do? Oh, it just go back to BTC to USDT? Oh, for me it works, man. You can see it clearly, so... I'm not exactly sure what that is all about. What are you doing, Bybit? What are you do? Okay, we got some... Okay, we got more orders in, guys. We're getting orders now. They're a bit late to the party, to be honest with you. We're right now back at $19, about halfway down in price. By the way, this is not indicative of where it's about to go. Sometimes it does skyrocket afterwards still, as we've seen with some of these launches. So it can drop, it can go up. But let's quickly show you guys. A couple of times we've had it where you had a big dip and then actually came right back up. Let's see here, for example. Here, the price came back down about 50% before making a couple new highs with some of our 100x gems before, so it's not indicative of exactly what's going to happen next. We got ourselves more orders, I think. It's building. Very peculiar, everybody. So an FTX right now is back down to $15. Oh, Bybit. Bybit screwed us over a little bit today. This is very sad. I wonder if it's going to... Because very often when a DEX launch happens, for example, it does pump up a little bit further. So it could be that the moment it hits Bybit, that is going to actually get people excited and make it go crazy. Because as I've said before, it could be that a lot of people just don't even know the whole... the entire FTX thing exists. And right now, okay, it's filling itself with liquidity. Maybe it was just normal people being necessary, and people weren't really hopping in because they couldn't find it, which is still strange. Like, all the factors here are not really logical to me. Because if they want liquidity, then why would they... Nothing shows up. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to combat, how this is going to work. Just let us see. Very peculiar. This has been one of the most interesting launches I've seen in my life. I have no clue. I haven't the faintest of clues why this would be the case. Because of course it does say, yeah, we'll only launch if liquidity is met. Here, if liquidity conditions are met. And it does not show that they are met, because there's no real proper supply and demand right here. No proper. But it doesn't make sense. Yeah, it doesn't make sense for it to not be available then, though. Because here we can see the turnover is $8 US. 1 gene. On FTX, it's just crawling down piece by piece. I don't like what Bybit did here. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not too excited. Yeah, so it's hard to get liquidity if we can to trade. And people often say rug pull. Please look up what a rug pull is. Oh, there we go. It launched on Bybit. There we go. It's there. $20. Okay. $17. It just launched this minute. What a volatility. People are coming in hot. Can you find the pair now, guys? 14, 13. Yeah, of course, we now already got the freaking FTX launch coming up. What an interesting endeavor this was. But car guy, by the way, I do hold a lot of BIT because I think it's pretty juicy, to be honest with you. I will hold my BIT for a longer time, as I first of all know it's going to be more launchpad sales, so we can most likely get more access to a couple of them by having it. That's one point. But more importantly, yeah, the longevity of it all, I guess, huh? Like, BIT is just the coin, like a crypto.com is for crypto.com, the BNB for Binance, FTT for FTX, KCC for KuCoin. I hold all those coins and I don't really sell them because there's so many benefits to having them. What was the starting cap? To be honest with you, I'm more so wondering how this is going to turn out because we have the FTX launch, which there it pumped to about $40, about a 50x. Here it's about a 20. Uh-oh, I shifted something. Here it's been about, yeah, I'm not exactly sure how much 20 is from 80 cents. It's about 24, I guess 24x. Yeah, sounds logical to me. So we got about a 25xer over on Bybit, about a 50xer over on FTX. And right now, again, people are most likely arbitraging, so it's fixing itself at $15 right now. Not too bad, not too bad. Not as amazing as I would have liked. Right now we are in about 17-ish times. So basically any gene that we bought is times 17 in terms of value. Yeah, Cheese Fair Defy says Bybit is the last to open. I don't think there'll be more pump. It's pretty. Can you take profit? Of course you can take profit if you want to. Can we really take profit? What is it? What do you ask? How do you mean? Can we really take profit? Can you? You can press the button if you want to sell your stuff. So I cannot tell you to not do that. By the way, I mean Bybit was a little bit late to the party, so you know. It depends on how good Gene does over time, but I'm personally thinking $15 is a pretty good spot to just, let go of those coins. It's not too bad. It might pump up further. Sometimes it really does. Sometimes in due time, it just keeps pumping up. I'm not gonna lie to you. Here, by the way, over on FTX, it's $17 again. As I said before, guys, this is one of our 100x gems. And by the moment we basically were right here, people were telling me, Dusty, sell your coin, sell it. We were at 100x at that time. Then here we came to about 300x. It came right back down to about a 150x. So we put in, let's say we put in $1,000. It came to 300,000. Then it came right back down to 150,000. People were like, please sell your coins, sell your coins. Boom, right back down to 340x our money. And I'm putting that there because people don't understand that I'm not talking about percent. Very often people say, Dusty, you clickbaiter, you're meaning percent, not X. No, I mean X. Here it's I'm going to say about 20x now that we've got. Still, I mean, after a couple of minutes, I guess that's not too bad. By the way, I should have done a minute chart. It's just sad that FTX was so much earlier. XP news today. I have a video coming on all the XP news and all the Cardano news. There's a lot of stuff which happened today in terms of news. So there's definitely a good video on all the juice coming today. Steven says, still encouraging leverage trading, huh, Dusty? 800 mil liquidated this past go-around. Yeah, personally, still, I'm an advocate for it. You got to know what you're doing, obviously, but it's the same thing for most things out there. I personally think leverage trading is quite cool. I like it a lot, personally. Can you mess yourself up? Yeah, pretty much, yes. Can you do that with spot? Yeah. Can you do that with trying these gems? Well, but there's always a way, man. I just like it personally, I guess. That's all I can say about it. Sinister says, I made $4. Whoop whoop. Yeah, interesting. It's a 20xer. So at the end of the day, I guess it was worth it. But it wasn't as juicy as we would have hoped, so to speak. Do you still have an XRP trade? Of course, man. Of course. I told you guys all, I'm buying at $1.07 XRP. Where are we at now? Let's quickly check it out. We're right now at $1.11. Not too amazing, but that trade is still open. We have more trades open as well. The one that I bought at like 80 or 90 cents or so. It's always open. I always have if you wonder, how do I have an XRP trade open? You better just tell yourself, yes, he most likely does. As I'm always going long on this. Oh, really? So Captain, I don't know how to pronounce that. Says, I got 0.9 G and I can't sell because it's not an integer. Wow, you have to sell per integer? Oh, that is, or does it just mean you have to have at least one, so to speak? Can you show, bro? No, I'm not logged in now. But you can just kind of look back at my videos and the trade we always show very often. That trade is still open. And as I've said before, I always open trades at $1.07. So you do the math for yourself. How does leverage work? Are you taking a loan? I made a video on how leverage trading works. It is basically, the way I see it personally, right, is you're taking more advantage of every smaller move in price. So let's say, for example, now the price goes from $13 to $26. That would usually be a 100% gain. With leverage, however, we can make that any sort of amount that we like. We can, for example, make, instead of 100%, we can make that 10,000%. The only downside is if the price goes against where you thought it would go, you're also going to lose the additional leveraged amount. By the way, I just got a notification on my iPad right now and my phone that Gene is now live this minute. So I'm wondering what's going to happen now that people got the notification this second. It's going to be more volatile? Is it going to be more happening? It's going to dump more as people now see, hey, I got Gene for free. Let me sell it. I don't know. Let's see FTX, by the way. FTX price is over at $13.7, $12.80. It's crumbling. Darcy, can you give us a list on stop losses? Well, it depends on your entire trading strategy. Stop loss is just something that prevents you from getting liquidated sometimes if you're leverage trading, or to literally just stop you from losing more, right? So you can put a stop loss whenever you want it, so to speak. I mean, if you don't want to lose more than 10%, you put your stop loss at 10%. So I'm not exactly sure what I need to tell you there. KuCoin is giving away money for leverage trading. At the end of the day, they make money off of your fees, you know, so they obviously want to encourage you. Right now, for example, Bybit has two things, which I'm encouraging personally because I like it so much, but okay. There's a deposit bonus, and I've told you guys before why deposit bonuses are so huge. Because every single dollar in terms of bonus that you get can be used to about 100 times, or let's say at least 50 times the amount. So $3,000 can be used as $150,000 of free capital, and that might literally just be it can really work out well, let me put it like that, for free money. So that's always huge. And there's also this Go Bananas right now, where you only have to trade $10 on spot, not even leverage, and you get yourself into the competition, which can even get you, I don't know, some Bored Ape Yachts Club things, some Bored Apes or whatever, NFTs. And they're pretty, you know, they're a lot of money. So I guess it's juicy stuff if you ask me. I like the exchange. This launch has been interesting. It's coming back up, reviving itself. Oh, somebody said I just bought. That's pretty juicy. Cheese Fair Tiffy says, I bet everything on Bybit and it disappointed me. So what do you mean you bet everything on Bybit? How did it disappoint? It went from 80 cents to $14.50, the coin. But I can't say that's a bad ROI, by the way. I can't say that. Still pretty good. Can't say it's a really bad thing. You know, it's not as if it went to 40 cents. You got to remember, guys, not every launch is where the price goes up, you know. I've bought at least 10 times where the price actually goes down the moment it launches. It's not a one-to-one thing. Usually, like, it pumps up for like a couple of seconds, but then it comes down to below the price that you bought at. So it's not even easy necessarily to find these things, or there are just difficult ways to buy it. Like, for example, the gene thing here. It was almost a guarantee that the price was going to go up, but it was difficult to buy. I've told you already, it is not everywhere that, or every time that these coins actually do well. And by the way, Polygon, I keep seeing that in my comments. By the way, guys, if you're still watching this video right now, remember, your like matters. Every single time that somebody presses the like button, the YouTube algorithm gets a little kick out of it. So make sure that if you're watching and you're enjoying it, help show YouTube that you enjoyed it. So it will also recommend this stream, maybe sometime in the future, to other people. And Mamba says, what are the two launching today? They are both already just launched. We had Dexport, which launched a little bit earlier. It was about 2 cents. 2 cents, and it went to about 40. It's now about 41 cents or so. It went to about 35. So that's about 20x, I'm going to say. And we had Genopads just now that we were watching live, and it went to from about 80 cents to about $15. So about 20x as well. The maximum price for Gene was about 50x, and the maximum price for the Dexport is a little bit skewed because it says right here that it was about $7.50. But I guess this might be just bots or something like that, because I'm not exactly sure how that... I mean, the real price action started about, let's say, 60 cents, so about a 30x. So about a 30x and a 50x on max. Dusty, talk more about scammers when you talk about these coins. I'm so long in crypto, but still got scammed because of FUD. How? What do you mean? These coins? You mean, because these coins are, I don't know exactly what you mean. Maybe you mean the 100x gems? The only thing you got to watch out for there is that you just join real things. And I've told you guys 100,000 times how to verify if something's real. If you're buying off of a website that allows you to buy as much as you want, it says, hurry up, there's a quick sale. I have a couple of things to say. One, please learn the internet. Please learn before you do crazy stuff. And second of all, just follow what I say. Don't go on your own path unless you are, you know, good at Googling maybe. Because I've told you before, I found all the information on Google. It is there. But if you're finding a website with a .top extension or some crazy stuff, and you're just pouring a lot of money into it because you think, oh, I'm going to buy this easily, you know, it's a good sale. I've told you before, it's not easy to buy, and I've gone over the steps on how to buy. There's no other way around it. So I'm not exactly sure how people get scammed in this sense. Millionaire Mindset says, Max always uses stop loss, especially with leverage. I don't use a stop loss most of the time, but it is smart. It is. You know, we're talking about what is the most financially stable or recommended thing from the traditional handbook. Always use a stop loss, definitely. Sure. But do I follow that principle? Absolutely not. I don't really use a stop loss too often. Because what happens is, as you've seen, the liquidations, like the one of the guys said in the chat box, that's just not juicy, right? You lose a lot of money that way. It's not nice, depending on how much you put in, of course. Because you can't lose more money than you put in, by the way. But I've had it way more often that I have, depending on what type of trade I put open, right? If it's a short-term trade, I will mostly put a stop loss. If it's a long-term trade, I never do that. It's because what happens is the price goes like this, right? It pumps up like crazy. Let's say your opening was right there. And it dumps, and it just triggers your stop loss before it skyrockets even further towards the moon. I've had that about 1,001 times, where I'm like, you know what? I'll stick with it till the bitter end, unless I have a specific little setup on the short term that I'm trading for. Where, for example, earlier with XRP, I told you guys I'm buying it at $1.23, putting the stop loss at $1.19, and taking profit at $1.29 or so. The trade, by the way, worked. In those types of scenarios, I do have a stop loss because if we go towards that area, there's a good chance we breach so many supports that we're going to fall down further. However, I also know in those cases that it can be that there's going to be a little bit of a stop loss hunter. But all right. Mamba says, what launches after? And is it easy to get into? So there is almost no launch here in the short term that's easy to get into. We have Lovelace, where there was a big giveaway before, but you should have been subscribed to the channel earlier because I told you guys how to enter that giveaway. There was like $50,000 at the giveaway, which ultimately is about $1 million or so. That was a giveaway for free. You could have joined that easily. There's always the whitelist, which you can always try. There's the Meta V pad. There is, what else is there? There's a couple of coins I'm forgetting. There's the Operon Origins. There's the Magicraft. There's quite a couple of them actually. I guess a couple of them, by the way, like the Magicraft, are not launching that soon, but they will be easier to get into because they're not going to start out with such a low initial market cap. However, that's also the way off. The harder it is to get in, the more times you will get on your money. So let's say it's really easy to get in. It won't be a 100x type of gem because the majority of people who wanted to buy in can literally do that. So who's going to buy it once it launches, right? So it's mostly about those coins which are harder to get in, which makes it really worth it for the people that can get in. And I will show you guys all the steps. So it's not hard to do. It just sometimes requires either money or the knowledge of which ones and where, that type of stuff. Rialdo says, there aren't many losses, not exactly sure what you mean with that are easy to get into without a ton of cash or a lot of patience. Launches, oh, that's what you mean. Well, almost any single launch that I've shown on this channel here, except I guess for the Bybit one now. The Bybit one, everybody can get into, but the more you put in, the more you get. But it's a really easy entry barrier. You know, it's very low. It's just not that juicy if you only have, for example, $100. With a lot of the other projects that I show, guys, if you started a couple of months ago, let's say 6 months ago, you would have right now been at least a millionaire. If not, I think you would maybe have $4 million to your name. Is it guaranteed? Well, if you started, let's say 1 year ago, all right, to make it broader, there's almost no way that $100 wouldn't have gotten you $1 million right now at least. It would have been very hard. It is only the problem that we are late to the party. Even I am late to the party, and I only learned about it right now. So right now, all those $100 they invested before, $100 could get you $400 worth of a new coin. And once that launched, 400 times 200, for example, boom, $80,000. And we've had literally, I think maybe 14 of those launches. If you could put in a couple $100 every single time, starting with a really low amount of money, yeah, you guys can kind of understand, right? The more money you get, the more you can stake, and the more launch pads you get, the more money you're going to get as well. So $100 would have right now most likely been worth $5 million at a minimum. But it's just because we're late to the party. Literally, it is. Hey, Sheffy. I'm hoping Sheffy. Welcome to the channel. Rick van Kerkvoorde. Hey, I like that name. Welcome, my friend. What are your thoughts on Polygon? Playermon Polygon. You mean Playermon over on Polygon? Because I don't know about Playermon at all. Mr. Cash is where you trade on XRP. I'm thinking of doing it on KuCoin. Can you do a video on the stop loss, please? So the stop loss stuff, I'm building a small little little archive of tutorial videos over on Patreon. If you really want tutorial type of videos. Otherwise, I do have a leverage trading tutorial over on my channel here. I actually have two of them. One is an entire hour long. One is like a 10-minute, 15-minute, 20-minute thing. So you might want to check that out for yourself. You can always use YouTube as well, man. I'm just being honest with you. You can always use YouTube to find out how a stop loss works. But for my XRP trade, right now, I'm not sure. I don't think I have a trade with stop loss open. But how it works is basically, sells your coins once it hits that point. You can also do this manually if you want. There's no difference. It is only instant. Rich says, what is he talking about? I call cap. Once more, a lot of people will come to this channel and say I'm lying about things. Please understand that there's absolutely no reason to lie. I don't see any benefit in that. I don't benefit from it, neither do you guys. I'm not trying to make you buy something. I'm not trying to sell you something. I'm not promoting these companies. I'm literally giving you guys the information as it is, and you may do with that as you please. So make sure you understand that properly. Rick says, yes, it's an NFT-based token to be launched on Polka Bridge today. Oh, it's launching today as well. Maybe that's why. And Omar says, I dropped off doing these new coins. I made a decent gains. Just a warning, there are loads that you lose too. Not every coin will pump. That's why on this channel I focus on coins that I'm pretty certain will do well. Like for example here, the Gene. It went from 80 cents to $14 right now. Let's just call it like the minimum or the point. The Dexport went from 2 cents to about 40 cents. Is it going to fall back down? I don't know. But it did do that, you know? And all of the coins which we cover on the channel, the last three, Bitorbit I bought myself. But I was a little bit late because I bought in like the day before. And this is like the first one that I was kind of thinking, oh, wait, I've done it twice now. Because I bought into Velospad and then this Bitorb. And this one went from, I don't know, 0.007, I think. 0.007 to about $1.50. So about 200 exited. Then I'm talking about the, I just closed the tab. Then this one, let's see here. This is Valhalla, I think. This went from 0.001 to about 63 cents. We did 630x. Right now it's back down to 25 cents. But that's still 250 times our investment. Then it's not in the same order, but whatever. The PulsePad one was also 0.001, I think. I'm not exactly sure, but it went to about 45 cents, so about 450x. Right now, averaging out at about 34. I'm telling you guys, right? It's because we are late to the party that these things are annoying to get or expensive, so to speak. Literally because of that. So Rich says, but how can... See, this is all often what we get too. People who don't have any money or who are hating because they cannot get it, they say, oh, you're lying, or oh, it's impossible. It's not impossible. It's not a lie. You're just late. And here, for example, we get but how can I make $100 turn to $1 million? I will pay you. As I've said before, it is literally because we are late. So the best option we have now is to accept the consequences that most of these opportunities, which used to be a $100 opportunity, right now cost a lot more. It's just easy logic for everybody. If you're early to the party, boom, we could have gotten extremely wealthy, right? Or I guess you could have turned that small amount of money to a lot more money now. But now that we are already a lot further in, it takes more money to turn into more money, if you guys get my drift. So it's not as if it's not as if you're paying me, by the way, all right? I'm just showing you guys what I am doing, and I'm sharing the results with you all. You can join, by the way, the Telegram if you have any questions about that stuff. I will not answer everything, but there's a cool little community there of a lot of people that might be able to assist you whenever question you have in that sense. Hey, Crypto Avant says, welcome back to the channel, man. Have you guys checked him out? If you're a Spanish speaker, you gotta check that YouTube channel out, guys. But let's see. Thoughts on Solo? I will get the airdrop, I guess, but not with too much of my XRP. I will not transfer too much of it. Lil Toby says, if we're staking on AdaPad and FTL, can we get the IDO twice for MetaVPad? They are launching on both. I'm not sure if they're launching on both, but if you're staking on both of them, yes, you will get it twice. That's also, Lil Toby, how I do it. I stake on every single platform now, and it's just reaping rewards, so to speak. All right. However, the Gene one, it's kind of averaging out. I'm not sure if I'm really excited about it or kind of sad. I mean, from a certain perspective, the gains have been pretty insane. So we can definitely call this a W, a big win. From a different perspective, I think we have even lost subscribers today as people are kind of sad about the results. Guys, if you're watching this round and thinking, that was juicy, I want more of these coins, more of these opportunities, more of these gems, I think most of these are going to be even more amazing. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Somebody says, why would you put all the XRP? Well, because I like to I'm not exactly sure what you mean. It's just I have some XRP on exchanges that I'm not bothered to move. I also did not claim all my Flare purely because I was a little bit too sloth-like, where I was like, I don't want to connect my ledger. I don't want to. Is it safe? Even the CTO of Ripple says yes, but it was kind of like meh. Oh, Omar says best example of last few days was eternal gains were crazy because somebody turned $1,500 into $640,000. Yeah, so for me, guys, as I've shown you before, let's say hypothetically speaking, right? You had $1,000 a couple of months ago, and you could buy in right now because of your diversification, $1,000 into all these projects, right? Let's say hypothetically. Then this one would be $340,000 right now. This one would be $200. Okay, so this had a really big drop over the last couple of hours. But this one would be, let's say right now, $200,000. This would be $340,000, $200,000. It's about $550,000 plus. I'm not exactly sure how much this one is. $1,000 was, and it went times 80. So let's say $80,000 or so. Just for these 3 launches, which happened all in November. Plus now the BitOrb with another 1,000, or the Dexport, for example, with another $1,000, and maybe even the Bybit one, I guess, didn't work. It's already an easy, I'm going to say, $650,000, maybe $700,000 as an example, you know? So that's once more, the earlier we would have been, the easier it was to get that. Right now, to get those gains, it takes way more capital. It's not as easy anymore. But I'm trying to get all the pieces of information I can find and kind of spread it around, so you can do whatever you want with that information and decide for yourself. Synth says the Bybit launch was a disappointment. I still don't think it was a disappointment. It was just less juicy than expected, while still overall being a really juicy thing. Because the price did do well. It's not as if the price went down, as I've said before. It can actually happen. Jens says, yeah, Dusty, thanks for the tip. Got juicy for me, but I learned a lot. That's also the way I see it, man. With a lot of these things, it's for me at least, right? It's not that easy to lose money. It's actually, you know, it's about strategy in this sense. For example, with all the pad coins that I show, right? Being honest with you, I'm looking for the best way to actually get. Let me see if BlueZilla is tagged. Let's see. It's not tagged, even though BlueZilla is in it. Let's type in BlueZilla here. Let's type in BlueZilla. Can we see the tag like that? Uh-oh. BlueZilla. Okay, we cannot ADA pad. Here we go. So right now, for example, I'm just thinking, what is the best strategy going to be to get myself these tokens at the most cheapest price so I can stake them for the next year and most likely turn whatever money I put into it times 10 or times 100 over time. Because I'm not seeing these stakings as like a short-term investment or so. I'm seeing it as, okay, I'm going to have to get this much capital and it will pay me back over time, as it's going to be sort of a passive income stream, as there's also coins vested and whatnot. It'll take basically some time, but is it worth it? And then I keep thinking, well, they've had a really successful run by now, like the BlueZilla coins as a whole. I mean, it's been the entire year here. There's just been gains after gains after gains. Why would they stop? And why would the process stop, so to speak? I think there's going to be more and more things launched on this as well. I'm just sticking with it, guys. I'm just sticking with it. I have a lot of capital locked up purely in these coins, but I'm thinking it's going to be worth it. At least I really, really hope so. I have coins in almost every single one of these pads. Some of them I got into early, some of them I didn't. My friend, however, one of my friends who also snipes these coins, I told you guys about him earlier, he has gotten early into literally all of these because he's been doing it since the get-go. I'm a little bit jealous. I guess I can't say I'm jealous. What is jealousy, no? But I'm just sometimes thinking, if only he would have told me, you know? But I told you guys as soon as I found out after I joined the BitOrbit one. It was after I joined VelousPad, and I didn't really know it was like a standard thing, right, when I joined this one. When I joined BitOrbit then, I knew, okay, there's a pattern, so I'm showing you guys in a video. And then now after BitOrbit, there was, I think, PulsePad, and then I knew for sure, okay, this is a banger. And then I showed you guys the PulsePad one and the Valhalla one, and Valhalla was also a pretty nice little one here. The only problem is for Valhalla, it's not actually a platformer like the PulsePad and whatnot, so there's less incentive for people to hold on and buy in at the start. It was, however, a really big gain, a really big, juicy little top. And I'm thinking Lovelace and MetaVPad are going to have similar results, as both of those are platforms, so people do want to buy the coins and hold on for a longer time. My thought process. And a lot of people ask if they've gotten Spark. Please understand that if you would have gotten your Spark or so, I would have made a video about it. No, Spark is not out there just quite yet. And Yggdrasil. Why do I know? Is that like from a... Let me see here. I think that's from like a TV show. Oh, that's the tree. Ah, there we go. Yggdrasil says, XR Doge, Dex soon, payment portal to the moon. Interesting. Oh, Sin says you couldn't buy or sell cheap because they launched and took 13 minutes. So how can you take advantage of that as a buyer? Yeah, you can't. You know, that you're sure about that one. You're right about that one, I mean. Omar says, my biggest regret was selling my SPE. Got it on launch. I don't know what SPE is. And now it's worth 880,000. I sold for about 100,000. Yeah, that's sometimes unfortunate, man. But I guess you learn from those as well. I've had it multiple times, guys, that I could have made, let's say, for example, a couple $1 million now if I actually held on. Even some of the things I bought with my Bitcoin, for example, right now would be so much money. Back at the time, as I said before, you didn't know it was going to do so well. But mostly, I've wasted so much money on altcoins as well. I've poured in Bitcoins into a coin that's called Encash. Let me show you guys this coin. This was one of my biggest investments. I'm not going to say that. I just poured in because of my bot a lot of money into this coin, like years and years ago. I poured in, I'm not sure if it's 1 Bitcoin or 4 Bitcoin at the time. Talking 2017, I think, or 18, I guess, 2018. Yeah, and this one just really wrecked me, man. This destroyed my confidence in altcoins for a good little while. You guys can probably understand. You just see the value go from 4 cents to literally absolutely nothing in due time. And then eventually, I think maybe like over here after like a month or 6, I was like, you know what? It's 1 cent now. No, it was way worse than that. It was way worse. It was like maybe here. When it was really getting worthless, I was like, you know what? I'm going to get out. But that was really an interesting journey for me. I learned so much. And that's specifically because I've been doing it for like 5 years now. You know, I have so many stories to share on the channel here. I have so many stories to share, so many insights to give of everything that I've learned throughout the journey. And I hope to kind of give that to you. Dusty, one day I'm going to be a millionaire like you, and I'm going to send you a 24K gold Dusty BC plaque. Best believe. Honestly, Synth, I believe most people right now in crypto will, as I said before, pretty simply become millionaires if they have some capital to start off with, or they're not making, simple mistakes and just going along the way normally. You don't even need leverage trading. You don't need crazy investment strategies to get there, because even the metaverse realm right now, I've said it before, I think it's going to go times 200 as a minimum. As a minimum. And yes, it still is, even to get it to $1 million with 200x gains, it's still not necessarily easy. So you still need $5,000. For some people, that's a lot. However, as I've said before, not everybody might get there, but most people will, I think, in due time. Pedron says, I just sold my sand. I hope it crashes now. Yeah, I mean, I can understand that. Sand has been a really juicy one. We called out multiple times. I went so heavy, guys. I'm going to be honest with you, right? How many videos have I made on the freaking metaverse now? I think like 12, maybe something like that. Top altcoins to become a millionaire. Urgent XP prize update where I also talked about metaverse here. This is the metaverse one. I made more. Metaverse, top coins. I've done it like 12 videos in the last, here, more metaverse stuff. Here, more metaverse stuff. I think in this video, even more metaverse stuff. In most of my 100x gems, I keep referring back to metaverse stuff as well. Because I'm just so pretty certain in my own head that those are going to pop off. And right now we got sand, but it's just a start, man. I believe so much in the power of sand and Decentraland. I believe in it so much. Here, I've even called out 10x your portfolio. I so honestly believe that's going to happen. It's hard for me to put it into words. So I also always hold more than I think the average amount of per people's coins. I hold a lot of different coins, and that's because I basically categorize them in different categories. Categorize them in different, I guess, subject. Well, how do you say it? Categorize them into different categories. That's like I say it twice. Whatever. So there's, for example, one area of, let's say, pure DeFi coins, one area of pure platformers, one area of pure, basically, exchange tokens, one area of metaverse right now. And my metaverse portfolio, I've shared like 10 times by now already. There's also my separate XRP basket, because, I mean, XRP is freaking huge, so. I also still think we're going to 10x our portfolio with XRP. I still think so. 12x, I think, still within this year even. Not 2021, but within this 1 year. I still think so. Yeah, Polkadot, pretty nice right now for the auctions. Chainlink, pretty juicy because it's an undervalued DeFi gem. Cardano, I've had so much news on right now, guys. Cardano, I think, is also a really undervalued gem. But gem defines, in this case, your coins that will do well over a longer time, not a gem type of crypto. Wow, look at this, by the way. GenoPets here is the biggest gainer on CoinMarketCap. 32,000%, it says. That's pretty funny. So it did 320 times on some exchange. Are you guys seeing that? That's those are some rookie numbers right there. How is that the case? What was the starting price here? Oh, so the price on, how did that happen? The price on CoinMarketCap, the starting price was 5 cents. 4 cents even. How did that happen? A couple of hours ago. Was it on an exchange already? Huh. Maybe on this, maybe, I'm not exactly sure what the, what happened right there, or how did that came to be. I'm also not exactly sure how we can see that. How can we? So I guess we can press it like this, maybe. We can see FTX, but FTX launched pretty high. Most of these launched high. Nah, I mean, we're not gonna find it like that. But that's been an interesting journey, man. It's been an interesting journey here for these coins. It's been interesting. Really, really interesting. Oh, here the price and volume have been excluded because there's an outlier detected. I think because Bybit launched so late, things were a little bit off. What a strange launch. It right now stable out at about $14. So still about, 20 times our money, let's say, about 18 times our money. And JP says, can't wait to re-sign up to Patreon. I need to go and work hard on my Patreon, man. I got to make it worth it more for the people. Because as I've said before, the Patreon you shouldn't join if you really think you're going to get the craziest content. Should partially be because you get an extra little, extra little boost than other people do. But it's not going to be game-changing stuff, as I just partially don't have time for that, but I also don't believe in prioritizing people who are paying me for it like that more than others. Because at the end of the day, if I really wanted to make people that special, so to speak, I'd have to charge a lot of money, if you guys get my drift, to really give somebody the special treatment. Right now, I try my best to answer every single question over on Telegram, and I do the same thing for Patreon, if you guys get my drift. I try to answer everybody. But for what you get, I'm just trying to make as many insightful pieces as I can that are a little bit special, but don't think it's going to change your mind. If you're watching my YouTube, guys, you're completely fine. And buy signals on Patreon, I don't do anymore. Because I've noticed, if you, let's say I'm on a boat, for example, and I forget to put in a trade because I'm with my friends there, and I forget to put it on Patreon, all of a sudden, that was the best trade I've ever done. Yeah, then I'm a freaking douchebag, because I did that trade, but I didn't put it there. Like, what was that supposed to mean, if you guys get my drift? So, by putting trade signals, you have to be really, really consistent, and I'm just not consistent enough to do that. Because if you miss one, like I put in our plans for the 100x gems, I will always put. But the other stuff is more difficult. Who is joining Lovelace? I think Lovelace is about to be a banger, man. I don't think anybody who's able to will not do Lovelace. I think most people who are able to will try it, because Lovelace and MetaFeedPad, I think, are some of the best chances this month, or let's say the next couple of weeks. Lovelace is most likely going pretty damn crazy. My honest expectation is Lovelace is going to be a really big banger. However, as I've said before, the MetaVPad one, which is launching, I think maybe first week December, maybe end of November still could be, is going to be the one that's going to break all limits. But the Lovelace one, if you were just subscribed to the channel a little bit earlier, you would notice I made it like 4 videos that there's a giveaway for Lovelace. It was so easy. It was free, completely free, for people to pick up some over on CoinMarketCap. Right now, by the way, guys, if you didn't know, go to CoinMarketCap, right? I'm telling you guys this as a friend. Go to CoinMarketCap, go to calendars right here, and press free airdrops, right? If you're watching this right now, a little piece of info for you. And there's just free. These are all free to join. Just press the little button, go towards the right side, right here, a little bit towards the bottom. Let's wait. And you press in log to participate. You join it for completely free, and sometimes you can get an NFT or a couple $100 from it. And sometimes a couple $100 can turn into a couple $1,000. Sometimes it turns into more. Lovelace gave away $50,000 for free, but we think it's going to be a 100x, maybe 200x gem. Remember that. So $50,000 that they gave away times 500, for example, is $25 million that they gave away, as an example. I'm not sure if I did the math there correctly, but you guys get my drift. Frank says, what do you think about X-Punks? You see the price went ridiculous. Can this sell for what ETH punks are selling for? I don't follow along with X punks at all, so I'm not sure. I didn't see. I have absolutely no clue what the price did or what's going on. I do, however, know a lot of those NFTs are not worth the money at all. Some of them are. Some of them really are. There's some NFTs that I'm really excited for, and specifically in the metaverse game. I can understand how NFTs, for example, a plot of land, are really juicy, really good. NFTs as an entry ticket are really good. NFTs as a vote, for example, are really good. Some NFTs as art are also really good. NFTs as real estate are really good. But a lot of these things are so hyped up right now that I think if we look further into a couple of years, that a lot of them will crash hard. So the punks right now are doing mostly well, I think, because they've been around for so long and there's a lot of hype. But like the X punks, same thing for the XR Doge and whatnot, people are having an expectation of things only going into the right direction. When there's a bear market, for example, these things are a lot of the first things that people sell because they don't have the value, sort of. However, I hope it does well, man. I really, really hope so, Frank. I really hope so. But I didn't update myself too much on it. Solo going crazy. It is an interesting coin. However, as some people have pointed out, they're being a little bit interesting with the way that they push this stuff, and the price here as much as well. The price pumped so much in such a short amount of time. It's really peculiar why that happened. Of course, the airdrop right now is helping for it, but even then, giving away so much money. It is. I guess it depends, right? It's actually 1,000 times 120. It's actually not too crazy now to think about it. $120,000. It's actually not too much to give away. Oh, still, by the way, guys, if you're watching this right now, I have a question for you all. Do you guys have a Bybit account that and you've traded before? Yes or no? Have you guys traded before over on Bybit? Yes or no? Put it in the chat box right now. Do you have a Bybit account? Have you traded before? Yes or no, guys? Quickly answer this one. Quickly. Snap. Let's go. Okay, either way, there's a really big discrepancy, or Brotherhood. Brotherhood says yes. My friend, Brotherhood, if you join Telegram and send me a little message, my friend, I will send you 10 BIT, which is about, I don't know, or 25 BIT. You've won, my friend, unless you've already won one of them. Brotherhood was the first. You guys can see for yourself if you want. He was first. So, my friend, you... join Telegram, send me a message. You'll get 25 BIT. You gotta be under me, though. I mean, you gotta have your account, otherwise I cannot send it to you. So just understand that. I'll send everything to you. Send me a message right now, Brotherhood. You got yourself 25 BIT. I still have like 5 times 25. Well, how much was it now, guys? I think 5 times 25 BIT to give away. You know, I told you guys before, I'm doing a $1,300 giveaway or something like that. In total, it's like $2,600. No, how much did I give away? We had 1,000 BIT first, and then now 500 BIT. So I have 1,500 BIT in total. How much is that in dollars? 1,500 times $2.50, let's say. It's about $4,000, let's say, that I had to give away. Let's see here. At brother, send me a message now on Telegram, please. Oh, I put in the wrong guy. It tagged the wrong guy. Why does it do that? Brotherhood, my friend, be quick, please. Brotherhood, be quick. Be quick. You can't write me in a moment, my friend. Be quick. Do it now. You're not noticing how difficult it's gonna get if you wait. I might not be able to do it before anymore. And by the way, for all you rest watching, make sure you check out Telegram. Why not? It's a cool place. A lot of people in there. It's a lot of fun. I'll put a link down below there. And I still have 4 times 25 BIT to give away, by the way, guys. So we still have about 100 BIT to give away, which is still $250 worth. If you guys have any good way to give it away, let me know in the comment section, man. Because it's actually a little bit harder than you'd think to give it away. Because I don't know any good games. And the problem is, it's not as if I can give it away to anybody because I'm giving away BIT. It's over on Bybit. You know, so I can't say, oh, just do this or do that, because a lot of people cannot join. It's only for the people that do have a Bybit account that they can win this. Once more, I also put this link down below for the Bybit one with the bonuses. You just check for yourself. You can actually join it, you know? This is the bonus with the best, or this is the link with the best bonuses. The first, like, 20 people still to join get 10 BIT for free as well from me. Because I've sent out now 108, I think. 108 times 10 BIT to people. It's not been sent, I think, but I've registered it all now. So I'm gonna put up a list over on my Telegram soon of all the 100 and I think at that point 125 people who have won. JP says, yes, you can in Canada. We're one of the better countries for crypto. I like that. That's pretty funny. Brother Nature says, can someone please tell me how to buy this who can't figure it out? Why would you want to buy it now, though? To use it as a platform? I mean, it just pumped like crazy. I'm not sure exactly where it's about to head. I cannot recommend anybody to buy these coins once they've already launched. You know, being honest with you. As I said before, a lot of people tell you, yeah, buy them now to buy your bag. I don't give a crap if you buy the coin or not. We buy them before they launch. After they've launched, it's risky territory, you know? Since asked, can I win again or just once? Just once. Isn't once enough? Isn't once enough, my friend? Don't get greedy now. Oh, not for buy now. Just irritating. I can't find out how to do it. Yeah, the Desu one was a little bit of a strange one, to be honest with you. There were so many ways to buy it. There was like 6 or 5. But guys, once more, if you want to get more of these launches, I'm not sure how many we're going to get. There's going to be more. Even this month here, there's still, I think, 1 or 2 that are going to be coming out. So, no, there's at least 2, I think, for November. So just stick around. Make sure you subscribe. There's more coming. You know, more and more and more. More and more and more and more. So just stick around. That's all I have to say. And you'll notice. You'll understand exactly how these things work if you don't know it by now. It sold out before you got it. That's unfortunate, my friend. There's also a fake Dusty in the group, which is very annoying because I have to ban him now. But on Telegram, you can't easily ban somebody by name or so. At least I haven't found out how yet. I'm not a Telegram expert. So I have to go through the entire... No, I found it now. What a douchebag. Let me ban this guy. How do I go about this? Here we go. How can I ban somebody all the way? It only says delete. How can I ban somebody that hasn't texted anything? Oh, whatever. I'll just delete him then. That's annoying. But what I'm doing right now, by the way, is just trying to... Yeah, I'm not sure... He says, told me to write into the group. I'm not sure. I can't... See, this is why I say, if I'm telling somebody... I didn't get a private message, my friend, so you maybe messaged the wrong guy. The guy who put a question mark is the right guy. All right, that's me. If you message anybody else, you're getting scammed. Because there's a fake Dusty BC in the group as well, I see now. But I blocked him. Or at least I'm going to try block him. Okay, whatever, man. The Morris, if that's you, okay, so quickly confirm, Brotherhood. Is that you, the Morris? Okay. Send me a message. I can't DM people because otherwise you might get the wrong idea. So I'm never DMing somebody. All right, once more, remember that. I'm never DMing somebody. Guys, I'm going to end this because Brotherhood, just text me. I'll send you exactly what you have to send me, and you'll get yourself the 25 BIT. I will never message somebody, okay? So if you ever get a message from a DustDBC type of character, I will never DM you first. Never in any way, shape, or form. I will always say in the official chat box, DM me, all right? So you are always the person who tries to start the conversation. It'll never be me. And that is to prevent that somebody thinks, oh, DustDBC messaged me for something. And he needs to... No, never. I will always ask you to DM me for this exact reason. And always in the main group chat, all right? Okay, you've still... My friend, I almost don't want to give it to you now. You've not DM'd me here in the last 5 minutes. How can you not send a message just quickly? Okay, here we go. Finally. It took some time. You know why I said that, my friend? It's because usually when I say somebody has won, somebody will replicate your YouTube account and replicate a Telegram name to look like yours, and I cannot find out who's who after the chat has been left from YouTube, you know? After a little while, I cannot find out anymore. So the only way is to make you a moderator then on YouTube and then let that person talk again, but that takes much time. So if a person is quick, it's really easy to do, but if a person is slow, sometimes these giveaways just go wrong. So that's why I'm always saying, do it now, you know? Do it like, because then people don't have time to make an account that looks like yours. And then otherwise I have to change it up a little bit. All right. Whatever. Guys, hopefully you enjoyed the stream here. It was a little bit chaotic. A lot of work for what we got, I guess. But, I mean, we have a couple of cool launches coming up. Today, a couple of news videos, so stick around for that. It's about to be interesting. And, yeah, man, whatever. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream today. I'll see you guys again in another one. Enjoy your day, I'm going to say. So, it was a cool day.